Mario Kart Wii is a completely broken game. 15 out of the 32 tracks use ultra shortcuts for their world records, with 7 different vehicles being used in total. Today, we're reacting to all of them. This is gonna be a really fun video to record. It's been 2 or 3 years since I made a video reacting to all the ultra shortcuts, and there have been quite a few strat changes since then. For Mushroom Gorge, I remember the lap 2 is really amazing on this run. This record has been sub 20 seconds for almost 2 years now, and this is 19.698 by Bryce using the Wii wheel. It is over before we can even start talking about it. I remember the days when the Grown Volcano world record was 19 seconds. Now seeing the Mushroom Gorge world record at 19 seconds just freaks me out. You know, yeah, Baby Mario, the Quacker, which ends up being a pretty good vehicle for glitch world records, also having the Grown Volcano world record, which used to be a Bit Bike world record. And we should just watch this one more time because it was so quick. Look at this. Flying over the mountain. The lap 2 is especially good, and then the lap 3 finishing into the sign backwards. How is this going to be beaten? For Mario Circuit, this is Key, a Japanese player, 46.553. Now, the world record has gone down over a second, and look at that, clipping into the pole, immediately shooting down. So efficient, doesn't get almost any airtime. Remember, they used to fly up, hit the side of the cliff, ricochet to the left, and then continue on their adventure. But now, yeah, it looked like that. But lap 1 is insane now. Like, that is such a big time save. And then pretty solid racing lines after. Let's see the lap 3 glitch. Technically lap 2 into lap 3, I guess. And yeah, it looks very similar to lap 2. It's very fascinating how they start charging their standstill mini turbo before they even hit the ground when they're on top the tunnel section. Incredible run. This is Breakson almost having the world record on Coconut Mall uninterrupted for 8 years, and this new strategy I have never reacted to. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what an insane thing to witness. The world record was actually with the Bullet Bike for a few times before the Mach Bike ultimately took it over again. And then we have the 95% rule, checkpoint manipulation, crossing past the start line, then triggering the checkpoint like midway through, which allows for just insanely fast laps. We're looking at 6-second laps on lap 2 and 3, and 24 seconds means this world record went down over 7 seconds since I last reacted to it. Let's just watch the entry one more time, because this is just Mario Kart Wii physics at their finest. That doesn't make any sense. I love it. Back when I was a freshman in high school, Poyo had the world record on this track. Poyo has the world record on this track again in 2024. This is one of these things where I almost cannot believe my eyes. It's too good to be true. It's too wild. It's too impossible to believe someone came back after like a decade and just said, okay, I'll reclaim my world record. And yeah, you know, we know Wario's Gold Mine. There's nothing specific here that is too much of a big strat change. Funky Kong has the world record. No more Luigi like the good old days, but still pretty much refined. It looks pretty much perfect. I don't know how you're gonna do much better than 31.678. When we watched the Koopa Cape world record, I think it was like around 209 or 210 or something, and now it's 155. This is gonna be super fun to watch. I don't even know if I watched this most recent one. This is by Lawrence, aka Flag P. You guys might remember him from the Knockout series. He played in the most recent one, and he's been in quite a few of the rooms over the course of the last few years, which is really exciting. Now, seeing Koopa Cape spear lines, very safe, smart strategies here. Not an easy track to drive with the spear, but actually fairly viable, all things considered, which is really cool. Usually the spear, you don't see the spear on these more complex tracks. It just barely works. Now, the glitch is going to be happening in a few moments. This is like the first world record where I actually have a moment to speak before all of the chaos ensues. Oh my gosh, so ridiculous being able to get out of bounds in the first place. Yeah, these horizontal walls just allow for being able to get past these invisible wall barriers that usually are super tall, but in this case it's like, yeah, just get on the other side of it. You see the same thing with DK Jungle Parkway, and instead of trying to fly out of bounds immediately, it's just fascinating that you like stick to the very edge of the track, pivot 180 degrees, and then shoot into that random pond You know, just this random little area that spawns you at the end of the track and actually gives a lap count. It's just one of the most insane glitches this game has, and for a long time it was a myth. Koopa Cape used to be a track where people had theorized and even made false claims of an ultra shortcut for many years, and now it's one of the most difficult and impressive ultra shortcuts to pull off in the game, period. 155 Koopa Cape. Maple Treeway with the spear. 3 for 3, and this is Demon, who has had the world record on no glitch for like a decade uninterrupted. Now we get to witness this whole entire strategy where you get one of the wheels into the ground, which allows you to hop up and get a little more air when you mushroom wheelie, which is a strategy when I was going for world record on this track. We did not know about that. That would have saved me a lot of time trying to get world record as opposed to what I ended up doing. This is way more consistent, but takes some time. So I think the only way you're gonna see this track really improve is if someone wants to risk it all and not try to spend that extra second or two wedging their wheel into the ground. This is also important. You want to hit the wall right as you hit the cannon so you get less air as you land. It looks like he didn't actually get it correctly, but he still had such a good landing spot there that it worked out pretty nice. I can't imagine how difficult this is getting 3 for 3 with this strategy. When I would go for world record, we had one attempt where you'd get to use 2 mushrooms, which was much easier. You know, doing this 3 times, they have to do that very like incremental pivot maneuver where they go do with the bike, because otherwise the wheel will come up from the floor and then you won't be able to get that extra air necessary to make the ultra shortcut. This is also insanely impressive how quickly Demon is able to pull off the part after the cannon, because it is super easy to fail that. You have to get the right angle, have the right amount of speed, not overshoot it. If you have the wrong angle, you don't even get any air at all. You just fly straight off the edge. This is Nyake. Almost everyone in the community knows who Nyake is. He's had the world record on Grumble Volcano for 4,792 days total. Like 79.69% of the entirety since the game came out. I don't even know what to say about that. We have to watch the world record again. He's been around since almost the very beginning, and he keeps coming back to reclaim his world record. Sometimes it might take a year, but he always comes back and gets it. He's got the iconic me with the giant grin. And this maneuver at the beginning is so insanely stupidly difficult that I would never try to do a time trial on this level. I can't imagine the resets, the amount of times you'd have to go through just to get on the rock, and then you have to drive it perfectly. No thank you. The world record was 2:14 the first time this glitch was used. Let's actually just watch this right now. Core is using the Phantom. Oh, that was so clean. Barely hit the wall, didn't even lose that much time. And this is gonna be a 2 for 3, so we should just watch the second glitch before we start yapping. I'm really curious how difficult this is to make. Like, how many attempts does it take to make a glitch? Core, if you watch this video, I'm super curious. How long? Like, does it take 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours to make an attempt? Look at this! And then it goes for the Kart shortcut. Can we just appreciate how we have the Flame Flyer and the Phantom as the 2 world records for both the Rainbow Road categories in this game? This is such an iconic track, one of the craziest tracks in Mario Kart history, undoubtedly. And then you have some of the zaniest combos used for the fastest times possible. I mean, I never imagined in a million years the Phantom would ever have a world record in this game in anything. It's hard to believe that this vehicle would be the best at anything, but apparently it's consistent and fast enough on Rainbow Road Glitch, because there's no off-road on this track, and that's one of the Phantom's best stats. This just perplexes me beyond my wildest beliefs and imagination here. I don't even know what to say. Hats off to Core here. This world record has gone down almost a minute since I first watched it. This is truly one of the craziest world records we've seen in the game, period, and I cannot wait to see the day where a 3 for 3 happens. We have 59.978 on Peach Beach by Guy. Truly the holy grail of the category. I don't think we'll see this one improve much unless they start clipping off the palm tree at the very beginning and skipping this roundabout, which I've seen Tool Assist do before. I don't know how much more difficult that is than the other tree clips, but the tree clip is so incredibly difficult on this level. It takes hours just to get it one time perfectly. Most time trial sessions, from what I've seen from high level players playing Peach Beach Glitch, It's one of the hardest clip glitches in the game, even though it was one of the first discovered. And a lot of times you do this strategy here and you don't get the lap count. You do everything perfect, you think you're good to go, lap never changes to lap 2, and you just have to click reset. But anyway, Guy has been amazing at Peach Beach No Glitch for so long. Really cool to see. Still has a world record. I've already seen this world record. I'm pretty sure this is the exact one we reacted to last time. It's been the world record for like 3 years now or something. And you know, we've already gone through 2 of the bigger moments we wanted to cover. Went through Coconut Mall, the new entry point. We saw the Phantom world record on Rainbow Road, and then we have Sherbet Land coming up. This is one of the longest lasting world records in Mario Kart Wii. I've already reacted to this one last time, 49.992 by Logan. And immediately, if you've never been like someone to watch glitch world records before, this is going to be the most confusing one. I mean, that was a lap of Ghost Valley 2. It's just like, what did I even just watch? 13.210 seconds. 2 incredibly difficult pole clips just to save a couple seconds, but this is time trials, and in time trials you do what you can to get the fastest time possible, no matter how difficult it may be. You know, this is one of the ultra shortcuts that saves the least amount of time, I would say. I mean, you have to do that first pole clip, which saves like a second or so, just to be able to make the second one count the lap, and then you still have to go back to the last checkpoint. It's just a wild run, and I don't know if we'll ever see this one beat. I feel like this world record is just gonna be here forever. 54.341, this world record has been improved by like 23 seconds since I watched it last. 23 seconds! Look at this, what the heck? So I've never watched this world record. I've seen the world record like 4 or 5 seconds before this one. So like when it was like 59 seconds or something, I saw it. Now it's 54 seconds. I mean, the fact that this has a 3 for 3 makes me believe that Rainbow Road can have a 3 for 3. No matter how impossible that sounds right now, it just may become a reality. Look at this. And then tilting all the way back, and then the last second leveling out to get the Spear's front wheel in a position where they're able to just get it on the ice and then have it bounce and have the back wheel not clip the edge. Truly fascinating. This alignment is perfect. Look at that. It just barely works. I'm so happy to see it though, because we used to have to watch the Spear drive a no glitch lap, and that took forever. It's obviously insanely difficult. They're using a marker ghost. The marker ghost allows them to get the perfect alignment. It's got to be pixel perfect. This is a very difficult pole clip, and then they're able to make the Spear bounce by how they release the Mii Turbo and use the mushroom plus wheelie. They get it to bounce a little bit, which allows them to ricochet a little bit higher in the air. Just when you thought you had seen it all with the Phantom, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Zip Zip. Zip Zipping it here. I mean, this is a weird one. It's not going to be showcasing the glitch until lap 3 practically. I guess, you know, the strategy is to just focus on the no glitch, focus on driving the best possible, and then have your one random leap of faith. I don't think we're ever going to see this world record have a 3 for 3 glitch, because it would require just the most insane physics manipulation to be able to get the speed necessary during the clip to be able to get to the landing area. You'll see it in a moment here, but doing this ultra shortcut, you don't really get close to the island or the shallow water. You just end up in the deep end, and it magically works after you back up momentarily. Really cool lines here with the Zip Zip. Great driving by Vincent. It's really funny to me to see like these unorthodox random vehicles get world records. Super cool, honestly. I mean, the glitch categories in this game never fail to disappoint, and this one just makes no sense. See, not even close at all to this area here, but it doesn't matter. Just back up a little bit. No standstill Mii Turbo required. I'm sure that plays a part in why the Zip Zip is good on this track, and a perfect last wheelie alignment into the finish line. 131.987 by Hunter. Lots of subs on these glitches, I've noticed. Just barely getting the sub, and then these players end up stopping it. I imagine like having to grind glitches of this level of difficult where you're barely getting lap counts ever has got to be extremely taxing, which is why I think we see players stop after they get the sub. I've reacted to this one before, I remember, and I've made 2 videos of this nature. One of them included like all the glitches, including tracks like Bowser's Castle and DK Mountain, and then we made another video where it was just ultra shortcuts like this one. So in one of the videos I did react to this one, and I remember this had gone down like 8 to 10 seconds or something like that. It used to be like 140 or 141. Like, that was a small mistake right there. I think this is the only mistake we've seen so far in a world record. The glitches are so optimized, almost perfect. When I used to go for glitch world records back in the day, there was a lot of room for improvement, which is what motivated me. I was like, oh, I can not play perfect and still get a world record, unlike no glitch categories. While this is like the first like tiny mistake we've seen the entire time, besides maybe taking a little long to align before doing an ultra shortcut. Oh, look at, he's going for lap 3. Oh, what an interesting strategy. Okay, so a glitch on lap 1 and lap 3, and landing out of bounds, which is no problem. You know, doing it with 2 mushrooms is going to be a little bit easier, but just the fact we see a 2 glitch run, I don't know how long this is going to take. It's just one of these categories that is extremely taxing. And yeah, Bullet Bike has the world record because it's just way easier to do the glitch, not because it's actually better than the Mach Bike, I'd imagine. Oh, we have a Yoshi world record. Oh, this is awesome. I remember last time I recorded this, the world record was a little over 40 seconds. This has gone down over 2 seconds. And it was a Daisy world record, and now it is back to Yoshi. Love to see it. One of these pole clips, it's a little bit difficult due to the elevation change, having to back up on a slope and hit a tree. Flat ground makes the pole clips a lot easier. That's what makes this one so difficult. Even though it was one of the first pole slash, like, you know, wall clip glitches discovered, still one of the most difficult. 3 for 3, insanely impressive. Hitting the horizontal wall, bypassing the invisible wall, and there's actually a couple methods now. You can use the sign to do the glitch on the left there, the blue arrow sign, and you can also use the tree. The sign was discovered a little bit later, but the tree is still faster. Personally, I feel like you can't really do too much more with it. I think that the only way this world record improves is with a vehicle change. I know the tool assist uses like the zip or something, so maybe using the zip and then being able to take the off-road shortcut using the zip's off-road invincibility could make the laps a little bit faster, but you'd have to relearn the glitch with a different vehicle. It's gonna have a different hitbox. It's gonna make the glitch even harder, probably, and just be extremely time consuming. So probably won't see this world record beaten for a long time. This is Logan again, last world record of the video. We reacted to his world record on BC64 last time, where it was 220.584, and look at this. Full vertical wheelie, curb hopping onto post clip, insane air, respawn, and then just doesn't even back up, actually does a standstill main turbo, gets the hop, makes sure not to bounce off the wall, ricochet forwards, and miss the respawn. It's a little bit tricky to do that maneuver, and it's super easy to mess up. I can't imagine the stress and the pressure after making this glitch, which takes, I don't know, you're gonna do this for days before you even make it once, dozens of hours just to make it one time, and then you have to perfect these maneuvers afterwards. I remember watching the world record last time and thinking, these no glitch lines are so good, this world record might never be beaten. It took a couple years, it lasted over 1,000 days to be beaten, and then eventually it was beaten by Core, and then Danny Boy took the world record, then Logan got it back. So it's gone down almost 3 seconds since we last watched it, and there has been activity in the last year or so, but nothing in 2024 specifically from the world record standpoint. I could see this one going down another second or so, maybe half a second, but the thing is you have to make the glitch, and how many people have even made this glitch in the world? Probably less than 10 for sure, but only 3 people have ever set a world record using this glitch before. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Be sure to let me know in the comment section what you would like to see me react to. We could do tool assist, we could do fast lap world records, custom tracks, 200cc, whatever you like to see, let me know. And with that, be sure to check out the world record website. I'll link it in the description. It has information on all of these runs. This was a great honor to go through all of these. The game just keeps improving. The world records just keep getting pushed down, and it makes me excited for the future to see what ultra shortcuts we'll see next. I mean, the fact we saw 3 major strat changes and massive time leaps since we last recorded this just shows that this game is not done yet.